Alright, hey y'all, I'm back with another utdx video, and today I'm going to be showing you the best universal gems farm method. This is for both the, the regular, like the part 1 and the part 2 universal gems. So the first game mode I'll be going over is the Blitz mode here actually, that I've been just kind of macroing because I've been doing the event missions. But as you guys can see, you get 2,000 universal gems, and this game mode is very fast. So this team I'm running is just kind of a decent team. Like as you guys saw like earlier, I had like a 1 minute and 20-second clear time. I think there are like better units to use, like Roger, since he's free to place and he has free upgrades. I'm pretty sure he's one of the best units for this game mode. The fastest time I've seen in this game mode is like 50 seconds or a minute. If you guys want, I can make a video on finding the best team, to get like the shortest clear time for the Blitz game mode. If you guys want a very fast farm method, like before the Universal Festival ends. So anyway, this is a game mode that a lot of people know already, so I am going to go back to the lobby and I'll show you guys the other two game modes. Yeah, so another game mode that is very good for grinding is actually the Feature Challenge 3, the Katakuri boss fight right here. Now I know a lot of people have a problem like, farming this, but I think the best teams for this is using like a crit team or using Sun Jinwoo. Because Sun Jinwoo can, obviously he has his summon, so once he gets stunned by Katakuri, like he'll still have his summons on the map and they'll be able to finish him off. And the crit team, they can just, as soon as Katakuri spawns, like he should get like 1 or 2 taps. So for the crit team, nothing too crazy. I'm using Zoro and Sinbad. I think you can use either or for the leader, but I'm just using Zoro instead because I think I have better the relics that he has. They have like better stats than the ones that are on Sinbad. So of course I have these two, and then I just have Fern and I have Mika right here to just Giga buff him. So yeah, when Katakuri spawns, let's see how fast we can kill him. Of course, with this game mode and with the Blitz mode too, you do need like specific characters with ruler, which can be annoying for like a lot of people because maybe they're like still like a newer player, or they're just like slowly progressing through the game and they're kind of like a mid-game player. So the third and last method might be able to help you guys out. Now you can actually between Fern and Miko, you can switch one of them for free win because I believe she has like that what is it, like that damage amplification ability. So we're actually gonna do this. I actually totally forgot to turn this on, so yeah, there you go. I completely missed it. I forgot how fast this game mode goes through. But we had like a 2 minute and like 30 second run right there, so that's pretty good. So as you guys can see, we do get 7,000 gems from this. And at the same time, there is a 30% chance to get trait rerolls, but there is a 65 trait reroll cap, so you can that's 2 birds in one, so you can grind the gems and trait rerolls at the same time, which is really nice. So again, I'd say the best teams for that is like a Sun Jinwoo team, where you have Sun Jinwoo, Beru, and Igris, and you can run all of them under Zoro because Zoro's Unrivaled Mark does buff. I believe it buffs all 3 of them. I know it does buff Sun Jinwoo, but I think it does also buff Igris and Beru. So you can run that, or like just a very hard hitting like crit team, kind of like this. Now for the last method, we do have Janemba. Now I'd say this is probably if you're, like I said earlier, if you're like a mid game player, this is probably the best for you, but it is going to take forever because you might not have ruler on like all the meta units, or maybe you don't have ruler at all. But it is something that you can grind and you can like actually beat, because the Blitz mode, it might be like just extremely too fast. The waves go by too fast and you don't have enough money to like kill Whitebeard. And for the Katakuri game mode, like Katakuri just stuns your units before you can finish them off. So I'd say this is the best game mode if you're like a beginner, or like if you're like in the mid game and you don't have like any of the super strong units that you specifically need for those 2 game modes to beat. So I am going to just quickly go through this game mode because I did make a video on beating I did make a video on how to macro the Janemba game mode, but I am just gonna do it anyways for the sake of the video. So if you don't know already, the for this game mode, just use like 1 or 2 of your strongest units. Again, if you're like, you know, like beginner mid game mode, like just bring like 2 like of your strongest units, and then you bring your farms. And if you have, and if you do have you know, like any buff units like Miku, bring them too. So to go through this quickly, I am just gonna use Sinbad with Fern and Miku. So see if I can just, you know, just speed run through this real quick. Put my farms on auto, and then make sure your strongest unit is on priority is on strongest. So when Janemba spawns in, you will be focusing on attacking Janemba. Because on wave 10 there is a couple of enemies that spawn in, but you want to just target Janemba as soon as possible. I did play some Sinbad a bit too far, so but it's alright. I'll be able to apply the buff right here actually. Here we go. This method is the most inconsistent one because your first Janemba isn't always going to be the real one. There is a 33% chance for it to be the real one, so if you have a super duper fast clear time, then that is, you know, that's really good. Because, you know, you can go through like, you know, just like go through all the Janembas really very quickly. So here we go. I totally forgot to upgrade Sinbad. Oh my goodness, I am not locked in. I'm sorry guys. I've been working a lot lately, so I feel like so sluggish right now. So I am gonna get a pretty long clear time because I wasn't paying attention. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry guys. Alright, there you go. You know, 1 minute 40 seconds, and you do get, this is the most amount of gems you can get. But like I said earlier, it is like the most inconsistent one because you aren't always going to kill the real Janemba, you know, first try. So there you guys have it. Those are the best methods to farm the universal gems, both part 1 and part 2. So I really helps you guys out. So maybe you guys knew about the Blitz method, but you guys didn't know about the Katakuri or Janemba one. I just hope this video helps you guys out, and if you guys have any questions about specific teams for each game mode, I'm more than happy to answer, you know, any questions you guys have in the comments, or maybe like about relics for specific units. I can help with that too. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. See ya.